Hey everyone, Ruth here, and welcome back to my vlog. Well, it's bright and early here, and I finished my quarantine, came down to Squamish to spend a few days with my brother and his family, and basically repack my stuff because all my stuff is here. And so I'm now going up to live with my parents for the indefinite future with the way that things are going. Gotta do the best you can, and that's my option here. And so I got my car all packed up here, basically filled to the brim with stuff. And now today I get to drive all 12 hours up to my hometown, Houston, British Columbia, by myself. So that'll be fun. But first, I have to say goodbye to my precious nephews and my brother and sister-in-law, of course, but my nephews. You're a goofball. Bye-bye, Em. Okay, well, that was officially heart-wrenching. Just pulling out of Squamish here, and Emmett was just devastated that I was leaving, and my heart's basically broken, so I'll probably just sit here and cry for the first 100 kilometers at least. But headed north, 737, pulling out of Squamish. Got a long day ahead of me here, but it was so wonderful to get to see my brother and hang out with them for a few days. It's a weird situation right now, being in this like quarantine kind of shelter in place mode and being actually homeless during it. I mean, yeah, as you guys know, I don't really have a home. I just kind of float from place to place, and so it feels weird to be just like moving around, and definitely not doing it casually. Like, there's been a lot of thought and planning into this and just like how the best way to move forward is. But I mean, all my stuff was at my brother's place, so I had to go there to repack, and by the time I got there, it's like, well, I might as well stay for a few days and see them since I'm already like in contact with them. So, but I got all my stuff, as you can probably see, like my basketballs in the background, all loaded up for the next indefinite period of time here at home. Basically, I had to prepare just in case it's the whole summer that I'm up there. Who knows what it's gonna look like? Hopefully it's not. Love you, Mom and Dad, but hopefully it's not. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully it's like this all the way up north, sunny and clear roads and blue sky, because I can handle that. Throw some music on. I've got an audiobook ready to go. It's road trip time. So I decided to go up Highway 99 to Pemberton instead of back down through Vancouver and north on Highway 1 and Highway 16. So it's about an hour shorter, I think, in total, but my goodness, it's a zigzag, and I'm already kind of nauseous from driving, and I'm driving in the front seat. So that just tells you all there's been about 47 direct 180 degree switch packs at this point, and it's just winding along like a snake up through the coastal mountain range. But on the positive note, it is probably one of the most beautiful drives that I've ever done in my life, and so just gotta enjoy that while I keep my barf bag handy. Oh my goodness, look at these mountains. I love it. And I must just say, British Columbia never ceases to amaze me because it's just so geographically diverse. Like, I literally was just in the coastal mountain ranges, and now I'm in this like amazing kind of tundra desert sort of thing. I don't even know, but it's just so cool. And I mean, I've driven through this before. It's not like this is the first time I'm experiencing this, but it just kind of hits me every time. It's like, wow, this place is so beautiful and so diverse, and it's just, I'm grateful to live here in beautiful British Columbia. Whoever gave it that title was not lying. I can vouch search for it. I may or may not have stopped at Shoppers Drug Mart before I left and got an Easter egg. Oh my goodness. Happy Easter. Alright, just rolling into Williams Lake here, also known as Willie's Puddle, if you're from northern BC. So this is the halfway point pretty much for me. My Google Maps is telling me I have just over 6 hours left, making really good time. Managed to shave a half an hour off my ETA already, which was always a satisfying challenge. So now the key is to just not stop unless I have to, aka I think I'm going to try and make it about another 100 kilometers here before I finally make my first stop and get some gas. Oh, I need to get in the right lane here. So yeah, my butt is doing pretty good. It's certainly a little bit cramped at this point. This intersection always confuses the heck out of me. I think I'm doing the right thing though. Okay. But yeah, so managed to get a couple stretches like this, you know, try and straighten the legs as needed, but I'm doing okay. I'm certainly realizing how much of my father's daughter I am, because my dad has been a truck driver for a lot of his life and he's never shied away from a long road trip. Also saves me the cost of a hotel stopping, and also it's just like, why would I want to spend 2 days driving when I could just spend 1 day driving, get it over with, and then be at home with my family, sleeping in my own bed, especially with the way things are going with this virus. Like, I just want to have as few touch points as possible, hand sanitize, Lysol wipe the pump when I gas up here in probably Quesnel or whatever, and then we're Gucci. Alright, well, I'm just north of Williams Lake here, and my gas light came on, and this is just reminded me, because there's two types of people in this world. They're the type of people who basically never let their gas light come on and would have a panic attack if they did. And then there's the other type of people, with the category which I also fit into, of people who want to test out how far they can get, and usually after testing it, have a good gauge of how much they can trust their gas tank. Well, it's been a while since I've driven my car, but I have this very good recollection of driving some really long stretch of road with no gas station in between and making it. And so basically in like 10 kilometers, there's a little town called P.S Lake that will probably have a gas station in it. And if not, I'm going to have to go another 70 kilometers north to Quesnel, where I was originally planning on stopping. And I think I'm going to YOLO it and probably give some of you, a solid 50% of my viewers, a hernia, because they see that gas light and they know, and they're like, oh no, Ruth's going to be stranded in the middle of British Columbia on the highway with no cell service, because there's probably no cell service wherever I'm going to get stuck. But I'm not going to get stuck. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to show you. So I've officially reached a wall and my butt is cramping. Well, as of now, my gas tank is empty. Maybe another 10 or 20 kilometers to Quesnel. Fingers crossed. I believe though, but if not, whenever you find this footage, y'all will know what happened. Guess who made it all the way to Quesnel? Basically just drove 100 kilometers with my fuel light on. And I think I have plenty to go. We're not even like putzing on the fumes yet. We're doing pretty good, but I'm just about to roll into this 7-Eleven / Petro can right here. Gonna fuel up, get some water, go pee, and stretch my legs very briefly. Successfully fueled up. Also managed to dig out my sunglasses from underneath the seat where they had fallen and I couldn't retrieve them. So that's a perk. Got my Lysol wipes and wiped everything down. Basically just got a water bottle and iced tea because that sounded refreshing. I'm just gonna power through. Apparently I've got 5 hours left and then we're home. destination every time I come down this dirt road that leads to my home. I sing a little John Denver, Country Roads Take Me Home. I can't play it on here because of copyright issues, but just know that's exactly what's happening this very minute. And bumpy driveway. Oop. Just like that, I've made it all the way home. It's 7:05 p.m. Made it here in less than 12 hours, so was highly efficient, which, you know, is my specialty. So grateful to be home, grateful for safe roads. I didn't get in an accident, and that was good weather for the whole way up. And now I'm gonna go have dinner with my dad. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this adventure, because it certainly was an adventure. And don't you worry, because there are plenty of adventures coming up here, because I'm on the farm and I have nothing really to do. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Okay, well, we're in Houston.